Good morning, everyone. My name is Amanda Waldhart, and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Welcome to this week's Weekly Wednesday. Today is November 3rd, and we are going to make something totally fun and different today. Normally, for my Weekly Wednesdays, I take a stamp set or a bundle, and I create 2 projects with it. Still going to do that today. We are going to take the Whimsical Trees bundle. I love this stamp set. And it is found on page 25 of your mini book. So we're going to take this bundle here and we're going to take this designer series paper, which is the Whimsy and Wonder. We're also going to take the ribbon, the Blushing Bride 3/8 inch ribbon, and the wonderful snowflakes. And we are going to do a fun little home decor project. So we are going to do this little ornament. I thought this was perfect because there's ornaments in here and trees. So we're going to do this little wooden home decor ornament. And then we're also going to do the tree. Now I found these at Michael's Arts and Crafts for 99 cents. So I thought they were perfect. They were up in their, I think it's called Make It Market or something like that. It's kind of like their dollar section. I know there's things more than $1, but that's where I found it. And it was trees and ornaments, and I thought they were perfect. Perfect for this project. So we're going to go ahead and make these because it's super cute. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the ornament first. You're going to need a few things here. I'm going to get them out for the sake of the video. I've already done some die cutting. Now these 2 pieces here are from the Tasteful Label dies, and they are these 2 pieces right here. I cut this one out in the polished pink, and then this one I did actually in the designer series paper. You're going to need some layers of some pieces of designer series paper here. So we have some different ones here, and they're for different things, but I don't know. Is this one for the top? Let me just double check. I think I have this one for the top. So this one's for this. This one's for this. This one is for this. And I think this one is for the top, but it's a little short. So we're going to, I must have cut that a little wrong. So we're actually going, I'm going to cut that piece out a little bit more because I was just looking at it and that looks like it's a little short, and I don't obviously want that. So we're going to, let me double check here. 4 1/4. I'm going to do 4 3/4 though. Just to make sure that we have it. And I will make sure that it is advised in the project sheet. So whenever I do a Weekly Wednesday video, I have a project sheet that is free. It's printable. It's free. Go to amandasinspirationstation.com, or it's in the link underneath. And you can print it out, and it gives supply list. It gives the measurements. And then obviously the instructions are you with me watching the video. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You are definitely going to need some green glue. So I have my green glue right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to paper pierce first. So we're going to just put the green glue. I'm going to kind of open that up. I'm just going to put it right directly on the wood. And we're going to just go up to this little line here. And we're just going to gently rub to hold it in place. What's nice about the green glue, instead of using tear and tape, is that if you get it crooked, you have a couple seconds to move it. That is what I suggest. However, I know lots of people who are not fans of the green glue, so they would not use the green glue. All right, so I have that. And I have these 2 pieces exactly to this to measure it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that right there. So you need These two both here are 1 3/8 by 5 3/4. This one right here is a 5 3/4 by 1 3/8 as well. And then this one I had at 2.5 by 4, but it was a little bit different. So I will change that. Let's see here. I think that we could cut a little bit of this off. You're going to end up cutting it off anyway, because we're going to cut around it. I am going to take this string off, this burlap, but we're going to attach it back on. So when you take it off, set it aside because you're going to use that again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, and I have burlap hair right here, so we'll get rid of that. So, and we want to make sure that our designer series paper isn't upside down. We're going to do this. So my friend Helen, who is a demonstrator as well, she is on the same team that I'm on, the Stampin' Sisters. She did some of these using the bat and the witch's hat from the Dollar Tree. I believe that's where she got them. And these were so cute. And then I did a Halloween one with the pumpkin. So then when I saw these at Michael's, I thought, oh my gosh, these are so cute. All right. So before we cut around this, because I want to give it a little bit of time to dry, we're going to go ahead and we're going to decorate the front. And then we'll cut around and we'll add our ribbon. So we're going to need for this one 2 of these wonderful snowflakes. So we're just going to kind of pop them out. These are so pretty. And I like how they're like iridescent. You might not be able to see that in the video, but they're iridescent and they're very pretty. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little glue, do the whole little dot, dot, not a lot thing. And I'm just going to kind of put it right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one up here. There we go. And then before we attach this, we are going to do some stamping. So we're going to stamp in the Misty Moonlight. And we're going to stamp the saying that says, "May the love of the season warm your home and fill your heart." So we're going to ink that up pretty good. We're going to stamp that right like that. And then what I did is I did use dimensionals to give it some height. Whenever I'm doing like, well, who am I kidding? I love dimensionals. But whenever I'm doing like home decor or a framed art piece, I like to really kind of put dimensionals everywhere and just give it that 3D look, like that 3D height. So like if I was doing this as a card, I may put this on this flat, but since I'm not, and it's part, I want to give it more something, something, we'll call it. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I got a little glue on my finger, and we're just going to set that like that. Set that in the center there. And then I have some of our basic rhinestones here. Look at, I still have a really old pack. Isn't that funny? So I have new packs and old packs, clearly. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put a big one right there. So there's that. So now we're going to flip this over and we're going to cut. Now, I do find that using the smaller paper snips is easier to cut around these than big scissors. But whatever you find is easiest for you is what I would recommend doing. So we're going to cut around. I'm going to get in there, that little snip there. And then I'm going to These are so cute. I did not see if they had other shapes. At the time when I purchased them, I only saw these two, the ornament and the tree. But I feel like I've seen before snowmen. And I could be wrong. And there's a really cute snowman stamp set in our annual catalog. So that would be super cute. All right, so we've cut around the edge like this. Super cute, right? All right, so give me a second here. I'm just going to kind of trim off this little bit here. See, I feel like with the little paper snips, you can really get up to the edge. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use an X-Acto knife because I want to pop this out here. So be careful when you're using an X-Acto knife. Obviously, it's sharp. So I'm going to just kind of go around here. That's my kitty. All right. And we're going to just kind of pop it out. Just like that. And don't worry about it being perfect. It doesn't need to be, because we're going to put tons of this lovely, beautiful Blushing Bride ribbon. So it doesn't need to be perfect. You're not going to see all of it. But what a cute project to make, you know, for somebody as a gift. So we're going to put this back on. So I'm going to put the two ends together. I'm going to run it through like this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to run it through like this. So I'm going to just kind of put it through like this. Then I'm going to just at the top tie a knot, because that's how they had it. I was going to do it a different way, but I want to keep it how they had it. All right, so we got that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get out some ribbons. So I'm going to cut probably, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, and let's do 4. Because I honestly don't remember how many I did. I'm pretty sure it was 4. And I'm just going to put them all together like this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 and 2. I'm going to, sorry, I did this right before our vacation. And now I'm like having a hard time remembering what I did. Because I have vacation on the brain. We went to Florida. And we did 2 days at Disney, 2 days at Universal. We drove to Clearwater, went to the beach one day. So we had a good time. All right, I'm going to just tie them in a knot like this on this side. And I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. You guys hear my kitty? Meow. He's talking to me. He missed me. All right. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're just going to kind of fluff it up like this. And then I'm going to do one more. So I think I did do one more because I did it at the top here. So we're going to poke that through. And how you do it doesn't matter. You're just tying a bunch of this ribbon. Meow. Doesn't everybody talk to their cats? Okay. All right. I feel like my first one I did was a little prettier than this. I'm going to have to work on this ribbon because I feel like I didn't do a very pretty job with it. Promise. It turned out cute. So there we go. So there is our first one. So cute. I love these little projects. I think they are so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do the second one, which is the tree. So we are going to use a couple different dies for that one. This one's going to be the layering circles. And let's see here. Which ones did I do? Nope, that's a little too small. So I did this one here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fifth one, the fifth smallest one from the largest one, if that makes sense. Wow, that was difficult. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's just do our stamping really quickly, and then we'll just put it all together. So this one I'm going to stamp in Mossy Meadow though. Perfect. And we're also going to put dimensionals. We want to give it that height. And I'm not going to be shy with my dimensionals. We'll do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back already. I'm not going to peel them off just yet, but we'll get them on there because then we have that one set aside. All right, so the tree, where's my tree? All right, same thing here. We want to take this out. For any of you who have seen these at Michael's, if you've seen other shapes, please post them in the comments. I would love to hear which other shapes that you guys have seen, because they may be different depending on store. I know sometimes even when you go online, it's just they don't have all the ones that they do in the store. Especially because I think being that these are from the dollar part of their collection, I feel like every time I go to a different Michael's, they have sometimes some of different things. All right, so I'm going to paper pierce that. And still making sure that I have all my designer series paper right side up. I don't want any upside down presents here. All right. All right, so we're going to give it a second to let that dry. We need another snowflake. So let's get out another snowflake. We'll just kind of pop that up. And we'll make sure I glue the right side because I want the iridescent side up. So I'm just going to kind of place it right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. And we'll just set that right in the center there. All right. And let's go ahead and put some of our jewels, our rhinestones. And we'll do a little guy here. Jeez, usually I don't have a problem grabbing these, but today's one of those days. You ever heard those days where you drop everything? You can't hold on to anything for the life of you. You trip on things, you're like klutzy, and you just are like, what is going on? I'm having one of those days. Today I tripped on my slipper. Just happens. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's flip it over. And we'll just go around like that. And with the tree, you just kind of do like jagged edges, kind of like that. And then you can get your paper snips in to get it up a little bit closer. And then just kind of pop them out. I tried doing this with bigger scissors, but for me, it didn't work because I couldn't get my bigger scissors in all the way, like all the way up to the edge. There we go. There we go. And we'll just do that. And sometimes you do have to kind of go back because it might be a little jagged, and you can get in there. But Yeah, going back to my vacation, so I have to say, I am such a fall girl. Like, my favorite weather is 60-degree weather. Like, give me high 60s and sunny, and oh, I love it. Well, before we left here, because we live in Wisconsin, it was still like 80, 81. And for end of October, that's kind of crazy because that normally is not the case. So for those who like love warm weather, we're probably in heaven. I was like, oh, I want my 60-degree weather. Well, that's how it was when I left. I go to Florida to, high 80s, 90 degrees and hot. Cute. There we go. And then I come back and it's like Sunday was nice. Sunday was gorgeous here. But then now it's in the 40s. So, okay, for this piece right here, I'm just going to take like my little poker tool and I'm just going to kind of do like a little circle here. And I'm just going to kind of pop it like that. So yeah, so I really feel like I did not enjoy 60-degree weather at all. Like I came back to 40 degrees. But at least it's not, negative degrees and snow on the ground. So I guess I'll take that. There's always a positive. All right, so there's that. So now with this one, we're going to use the polished pink ribbon. And I'm going to use my bow maker because I'm going to make a bow here. And I do have a video on how to do the bow maker, but you're just going to wrap it around from behind. You're going to cross it. Whichever piece is on the top, you're now going to tuck under and through the 2 pegs so that you have it now in the back and you still have one piece in the front. This piece that you tucked under and put through the 2 pegs, now you're going to bring it up through the 2 pegs. And now you're just going to tie a knot. But I do have a video on this. All right. I have to have a bow maker because although I'm getting better at my bows, I am getting better at my bows. Oh, this bow is a little tinier than my last bow. Do I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually going to glue this. I'm not going to use glue dots. I'm going to glue this. So I'm going to put some glue right around the edge here, because I do feel that if I glue it, it'll stay better than just a glue dot. So I'm going to hold that there for a moment and apply some pressure. I don't know, I think the little bow looks cute too. It's not really the same as the big bow, clearly, but I shouldn't have let that go. All right, so you're going to want to hold that for a good couple minutes because you want it to stay. And I'm applying pressure. I'm actually kind of tucking it right into the dot. And of course, I have glue on my fingers, so every time I pull it away, I keep getting it stuck to my fingers. There we go. All right, so there's your tree. I'm making a mess over here, aren't I? So here's the little tree. And again, here is the ornament. Cute. I love this. So fun. Very fun. I love them. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did have a few little mishaps, but you know what? Hey, don't we all? Especially with crafting, nothing ever goes... Seems like nothing ever goes the way we really want it to go. Thank you guys for understanding me being gone last week. Sometimes you just have to take vacation. That was actually the first weekly Wednesday that I missed in a year and a half. So I don't normally miss them. I'm usually right on and I usually come. Underneath are the links to where you can print the free printable project sheet. You can also shop. You can join my Crafty Cats team by purchasing the Ultimate Starter Kit. It's such a great value, especially if you're just a shopper who just wants a discount. why spend full price when you can have 20% off always and up to more percent off? So lots of different links under there. And if you loved this video or any of my videos, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I am trying to reach 500 YouTube subscribers by December 31st. That's my goal. It's been my goal all year, and I am really close. So I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm on every Wednesday, and then I do generally also post other things as well. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next week for our weekly Wednesday. Bye.